Hello one and all, welcome to Classics on the Shoestring. Had a parcel arrived today in the post, something I ordered. It's not a product review or anything like that. I purely just needed this for the daily driver to pump tyres up. Like I say, it's not a product review, it's not really an unboxing, but I just thought I'd do this little short video and show you what I got. Right, it's a box within a box. Get rid of that. Now look at that, it would be round the wrong way, wouldn't it? T-Max portable compressor. Fed up with having to drag out my large compressor to pump the tyres up on the daily. I've had them pulled off the rims, I've had them reseated, I've had the rims checked, but every now and again I've got to pump tyres up like everyone, and I'm fed up with the little compressors you pay 20, 30 quid for just burning out because they can't cope with it. So I've done a load, and I mean a load of investigation, forum searching, answering questions, and everyone has said to me, unless you buy what they call an on-board system, which is permanently fitted to the car, this is the next best thing. Went for the slightly bigger one. There is a few more, and I think there is one even bigger than this, but this should do what I need to do. It's I think it was a 45 amp one. They do a slightly smaller one, but this was what everyone recommended on all the 4x4 forums, because I'm obviously running the big tyres on the Land Cruiser. So let's get it out of the box and have a look. Right, this is it. 8-metre yellow springy hose, comes with a carry bag to carry it all in, fits direct to your battery purely because the amount of ampage it draws. It's no good for a cigarette lighter. Comes with a few different attachments. Let's pull it out and see what's what. Oh, here we go. This is the spec, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, 45 amp drain. This 150 psi is what I think they call free flow air. Oh, like I say, there is loads and loads of proper reviews on this online, which obviously I think some people are being paid to do, but this is the one I picked, so let's have a look. Now, it comes well packaged anyway. This is going to be fun, one-handed. Get rid of that. Get rid of that off of there. This is quite a weighty item. Not a bad little bag to carry it in. Ooh, got like a new tool in there, I suppose you call it a tool. That's me flexi hose. Comes with a nice little booklet on how to operate it, I suppose. Yeah, yeah, look, it comes with a thermal cutout switch as well. This is your pressure gauge. A few people said it's pretty accurate within a couple of psi. The only thing I'm not overly keen on with this is it comes with a screw-on valve. So you can buy a separate little quick release one, but I'll give it a go with that, see how we go. I have actually ordered the quick release one, It's your little valve kit. Don't know if I'd like to use this to pump up a football, but air beds and that, I suppose it would be alright. Right, let's try and get this out one-handed. Sorry about the footage. Again, this is off my mobile. Alright, that's your, I suppose, your pressure release valve. This is your thermal cutout. Supposedly, from what I've read, if it overheats, it will trip out and reset itself in 15 minutes. But then, I suppose, you've got a reset button, so maybe you got to wait 15 minutes before you can press the reset button. Comes with, I think it said 2 meters on the box of cable. I'm not very good at this one-handed. Yeah, this just ain't going to work like this, is it? That is quite heavy for what it is. But, right. Oh, I suppose you could, if you was standing next to the tyre, connect it straight to that. And then you got your 8 metre hose. Comes on a lovely fixed plate. Nice and fixed. All rubber mounted. So, I suppose the next step is, let's get down to the car and see if it works. These are meant to pump up your tyres extremely quickly, rather than these, like I say, the cheap ones that melt because they take so long. Alright, let's get down to the motor and see if it works. Right, down here with the daily, going to try and pump the tyres up with the new pump. Now it's really cold and it's windy, so I'm not too sure on how this is all going to come out, but we'll give it a go. Right, I've actually set it all up, connected it to the battery. They recommend you actually do this with the engine running, but because being a 4.2 diesel, it's quite loud when it's running with the bonnet open. Plus the noise of the pump, I don't know if you'll hear anything, so let's turn it all on and see what happens. Right, got it all set up. Obviously you got your 2 nice heavy duty little alligator clips, got your unit yourself, your 8 metre hose. As you can see, this tyre's really soft and it's reading just under, well, just over 20 psi. I suppose the only downside is when you got to turn it on, you got to come away from it and turn it on. Not as loud as I thought it would be. Let's see how this goes. Wow, it's already up to, I'd already put about 40 in these. I don't know if you can see that, but literally I've just turned it on. It's really not picking it up too well, but that's already up to 35 psi. I'll go up to 40, switch it off and see what happens. But seems to be doing the job. Just let it go up to 40. Time I walk up, turn it off, come back and unscrew it, we're going to lose some psi, so it'll bring it down to about 38. Right, that's hitting 40, like I say. Don't know if you can see that from this. Literally, that was a couple of seconds, and it says it's put it up to, oh well, there you go, it's dropped to 35. So there goes the dust cap. Right, that's now reading 35 psi, so maybe I've got to pump it up to just over 40 before I switch it off. Maybe go up to 45 with these big ones on this, and we'll shut it off and see what it drops to. Oh, be careful of that, there is a little release valve on the back, so don't grab hold of that. I normally run these on the road at about 40 psi. So, like I say, all pumps vary, so never going to get 100% reading. But that's 45. See what we got. Oh, there you go, it's dropped it back down to 40 psi. So I can't really pick it up with this phone. But yeah, that's dropped down to 40 psi. Literally, that was a couple of minutes, not even a minute, I think, to pump it up like that. So, seems to be alright. Going to attempt to undo this one-handed and see how much air we seem to lose. But my fingers are freezing. Yeah, one-handed's not great. This is why I prefer a quick release. So, I haven't actually got a working tyre pressure gauge. Can't find it. So probably lost a couple of psi doing that one-handed. But I'm now going to do the rest of them. And we'll go from there. Don't think anyone needs to see me do that. Right. Pumped all the tyres up with the engine running. If I'm honest, I don't think the quick release valve, even though I've ordered one, will be much cop, because you won't get a true reading with the fact that you've got to pump the tyres up to more than what you want, shut it off to get a reading. So using the screw valve is probably a better idea, but quite happy with the result. I've pumped all 4 tyres up in the time it used to take me to not even pump one up with the old pump. I really recommend this, it's quite good. But I do recommend you get a separate tyre pressure gauge, so once you're done you can double check all your tyre pressures. But overall I'm really happy with it. This has turned into more of a product review and an unboxing than I really intended it to, but hey, there you go. Like I say, it's done its job. I'm quite happy with it. So thank you for watching Classics on the Shoestring. Please like, comment and subscribe. That's it from me today. I'm absolutely frozen. Stay safe.